Hi-ho campers. We've had our camper trailer here now for, it wouldn't be a year yet, and we bought it secondhand. It was already at least a year old, maybe a tad more, and the people that had it, I guess they didn't have a storage facility, so it was just on their front yard. So I'm not putting anyone down for not putting their campers under storage, but it's just going to be better. But mine is, as you can see, is always undercover, but both the little hand winches on this configuration of a trailer, this bit in particular was extremely rusty. So I've taken this one and the back one off, and I've treated them. I've cleaned them up. I've treated them, and I've repainted them with epoxy, spray epoxy. And I know quite a bit about how to treat rust because I was a painter for about 40 years, so I've come across rust, countless times, 1,000 times. So I had to deal with that. One thing I will tell you, depending on how bad the rust is, really with rust, all you can do is slow it down. It's like cancer. All you can do is slow it down, but you can slow it down really, really well. And in this case, it was basically surface rust, and moisture obviously had gotten underneath the paint. Well, let me show you. I think you can see it's not hard to do. The hardest part is really taking things apart. And I've found through my life and experience is that if you kind of have any doubt, take lots of pictures of the thing together, whatever it is you're taking apart. While it's being taken apart, take more pictures, and you'll find that you're going to be going back to those photos and images to see how it goes back together. So that comes in handy. The other thing is the most of the time is taking these things apart and putting them back together. The painting goes so fast. Just make sure you've got your paint. Everything is all ready to go when you're ready to tackle the job. One of the things I forgot to mention, these things when they're manufactured, some of these metal bits, they're just like pressed cut. They're leaving sharp edges, and they're not filed back or anything. So where those sharp edges are, is even though they're painted, there's the coating on those thin edges, the coating on those sharp edges is super, super, super thin compared to where it's all flat. And that's why it's the first place to go when it starts to fail. Now, when I was sanding back those pieces that I was treating and painting, I sanded the edges just to give them a slight bit of roundness. So, and that really does help a lot. And the best thing of all, I know that this is going to last us a lot longer and in years, not just months or something. It'll be absolutely years that this is going to last. So we've got peace of mind. So whenever there's rust, I don't get right to it because life gets in the way of lots of stuff, but eventually I do get to it. And now it's just one more job ticked off the list until the next project. So until the next camp trip, everyone take care, drive safe, and we will see you next time.